Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today's topic is really interesting, the science of emotions and how divorced women can harness positive energy for healing. Divorce is undoubtedly difficult, but understanding the science behind our emotions may help us find healing and embrace a brighter future. Before we get into the details of harnessing positive energy, let's look at the science of emotions. The science of emotions. Emotions can play an important role in how you think and behave. The emotions you experience every day can push you to act and affect the huge and minor decisions you make in your life. The limbic system, which is a network of related regions in the brain, influences emotions. Key components such as hypothalamus, hippocampus, amygdala, and limbic cortex regulate emotions and behavioral responses. Impact of emotions on the body. Emotions have traditionally been defined as either positive or negative, but a better approach to thinking about emotions may be to assess how they impact one's overall attitude toward life in a particular set of circumstances. For example, in certain contexts, rage or fear are appropriate responses, yet in others, they are inappropriate and so harmful. Negative emotions and physical illness. Health issues might emerge when negative emotions are caused by excessive dwelling in the past or persistent anxiety rather than a response to the current situation. Neuroticism is well known as a risk factor for a variety of physical health consequences such as cardiovascular disease, asthma, and hypertension. A depressed mood has been related to significant changes in cellular immunity in a dose-dependent way. This includes a decreased reactivity of lymphocytes or antigens that would ordinarily stimulate their growth, decreased natural killer cell activity, and fewer white blood cells in the blood. Immune dysregulation caused by psychological factors such as negative emotions may be the underlying mechanism for aging, cardiovascular disease, osteoporosis, type 2 diabetes, arthritis, some cancers, and even frailty, as inflammatory chemicals are produced in the body in response to a negative effect. Stress, animosity, and sadness are all believed to be independent risk factors for cardiovascular disease. Positive emotions and physical health. A positive attitude towards life has been linked to lower blood pressure, decreased cardiovascular risk, better weight control, healthier blood sugar levels, and greater longevity. Stress reactions encompass neuronal health and brain functioning, cardiovascular health, immunological function, and endocrine physiology. The link between these has yet to be discovered, particularly as it may be bi-directional. The amygdala bridges. Some researchers have used brain imaging to map the cues that activate reward circuits deep inside the brain in the basal ganglia and the ventral striatum. According to some results, pleasant emotions activate the latter for a longer period of time, during which the individual enjoys sensations of well-being. If this is the default state of this area of the brain, the body undergoes positive modifications. Amygdala activation occurs during unfavorable emotional states. This area of the brain is engaged in emotion processing and stress response regulation, which is mediated via the critical hypothalamus pituitary adrenal axis. It is critical to the sense of dread and anxiety. Individuals who recover slowly from amygdala stimulation may be more susceptible to illness than those who recover quickly. Similarly, greater gray matter in the amygdala is associated with better emotional control and a more pleasant emotional response, as well as better health consequences. These differences in amygdala gray matter volume and activation were also linked to the release of cortisol throughout the day, as well as in response to stressors and the individual stress responses, such as rising blood pressure. Embracing positive energy. Now that we've covered emotions, let's look at how divorced women may use positive energy for healing. When it comes to moving on after divorce, remember that there is no one-size-fits-all method to healing. Everyone is different, and everyone recovers in their own way. Keeping this in mind, there are a few common recommendations to follow. 1. Make self-care a priority. This might be a highly sensitive time for you, so it's critical that you take care of yourself. Self-care may take many forms, but it all comes down to meeting your emotional and physical needs. Regular exercise is one way to prioritize self-care. Eating a nutritious, well-balanced diet, making sure that you get enough sleep, believing in a positive support system, taking part in appropriate activities and interests. 2. Focus on your gratitude. Even though it appears like everything is falling apart, it is important to remember all of the gifts you have in life. According to research, acknowledging your appreciation may have a significant impact on your general happiness, self-esteem, and compassion for others. Think about how you can add more gratitude to your everyday life. You can start by writing down the best things that happen to you each day. You can also set a 2-minute timer and take a moment to close your eyes to think about the happy moments of your life. 3. Rediscover what brings you joy. Many people give up or all of their identities in order to become one with their lover. This isn't generally done on purpose, but it can leave individuals feeling disassembled after a divorce. This may nevertheless be a meaningful period for self-discovery. What makes you happy? What makes you feel alive? What did you used to like doing before you were married? Have you given up any hobbies or interests because your partner didn't want to do them? Now is the moment to give in to those wishes or desires. And if you're not sure what they are, it's time to go deeper into your inner world. 4. Consider joining a support group. Support groups offer genuine relationships as well as affirmation. You will be surrounded by people who have gone through similar situations and have even struggled with post-divorce depression. Some benefits of joining a support group are feeling less isolated or judged, feeling more at ease discussing your personal experiences, improving your capacity to deal with stress, receiving valuable comments on your coping from your peers, discovering new life skills and resources, increasing your optimism and sense of empowerment for the future. 5. Beware of numbing behaviors. Many people use alcohol, drugs, overeating, or excessive shopping to cope with stress. In fact, 1 of every 6 American adults binges 4 times each month, averaging 7 drinks per binge. While these behaviors may not necessarily signal a serious problem, they should never be your exclusive coping mechanism. Temporarily numbing emotions can help. However, they do not alleviate the pain, but rather they prolong it. You'll also have challenges to cope with since you've been avoiding pain, hurt, or betrayal. Although it may be tough to sit with uncomfortable feelings, knowing how to master this ability is one of the finest gifts you can offer yourself. Consult a therapist or a transformational life coach if you are unsure where to begin. 6. Set communication boundaries. Divorce undoubtedly brings up a slew of emotions, and continuing to communicate with your ex-spouse might worsen this stress. This is why it is critical to consider how, when, and what you communicate. There are no correct or incorrect replies. If you and your partner have children, you'll need to figure out the rules of co-parenting. It could help to contact a co-parenting counselor. However, maintaining a friendship is rarely beneficial, at least in the near aftermath. You need time to properly digest your feelings before you can recover. Consult a therapist or a transformational coach if you are unsure where to begin. 7. Avoid stalking behavior. It is so simple to find an ex on social media nowadays. We all do it, but it's not as innocent as you would believe. This behavior frequently slows recovery and increases feelings of rage, despair, and loss. You'll never like what you see when you spy on an ex online. If they post a casual snapshot of a meal, you could be left wondering how they could possibly be eating at this hour. You could question whether they're thinking about you if they publish a philosophical phrase implying grief. Even a snapshot of your children might set you off. 8. Communicate properly with your children. We are all aware that divorce may have an impact on even the most well-adjusted children. The way you communicate with your children about the divorce will have a significant influence. If you're a parent, you should do everything you can to safeguard, affirm, and honor your children's feelings. As a general rule, do not disparage your ex-spouse. Even if your children begin to criticize their behavior, do not join in the shaming. You don't want to emulate this type of infantile outburst since it sends mixed messages to children of all ages. Don't try to rationalize or reject your child's emotions. Their emotions are genuine. They can be upset with you or your spouse. They can be afraid that no one loves them or that divorce is their fault. Allow them to talk freely to you and make sure you listen to them without judgment. Try to maintain a sense of consistency. A child's stability is crucial to their well-being. Providing structure and adhering to schedules can significantly contribute to their thriving. Although circumstances may evolve over time, make an effort to collaborate with your former spouse to find solutions that prioritize the best interests of the child. 9. Take care of yourself. When going through a divorce, self-compassion is important. You must be kind, patient, and forgiving to yourself. In other words, you must love and support yourself during this difficult period. Compassion may be practiced by performing the following: repeating positive affirmations throughout the day, devoting more time to self-care, removing negative behavior and people in your life, seek further support as needed, prayer or meditation. Remember that self-compassion is a journey, not a destination. You make this journey every day. Divorce may be an emotionally taxing and traumatic process, but understanding the science of emotions and harnessing positive energy can lead to healing and personal growth. Remember that it is perfectly okay to take your time and be patient with yourself during this process. Ask for help when you need it, and never forget that you deserve happiness and a meaningful life. Thank you for coming today. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more inspirational content. Take care and stay positive. Until next time.